because they officially introduced their 2024 draft picks this week, and all eyes were on Bronny James. The Lakers' second-round selection knows that he's going to have the spotlight on him during his rookie season, but he says he feels prepared to handle all of the pressure.
For sure, amplified amount of pressure. I've already seen it, stuff in media and stuff in the internet and stuff, talking about I might not deserve an opportunity, but I've been dealing with stuff like this for my whole life. So it's nothing different, but it's more amplified for sure, but I can get through it. I just want to come in and get my work in and get better every day. But I never really had a thought of, me going to play with my dad, but that's always, there to, take part of, but that wasn't a main focus of mine to do.
And when he talks about pressure, he's grown up with pressure and the spotlight on him, being LeBron James' son and being named after LeBron James. But the moment that his dad mentioned a couple years ago that his goal was to play with his son, then yes, of course, that's been top of mind and top of everyone's mind, because we knew that was going to happen, and it did happen. And it reported that the Lakers are going to sign him to a 4-year, $7.9 million guaranteed rookie deal, which the only thing that's not super common for the second round is a guaranteed contract. So this is going to come down to if he doesn't live up to expectations, I think the finger pointing is going to end up on his dad and LeBron James. But at the end of the day, this is a really cool situation. We've never had a father-son duo in the NBA. If it works out, he's going to have all the resources right at his fingertips. And the emotional side of it for LeBron, being able to treat your son like a teammate, however that's going to go, we don't know yet. We did see one of the legendary father-son duos, Ken Griffey Jr., talk about that when this does happen, him and his dad are going to be front row watching this and supporting it. But it's, again, we don't know until we see what he's capable of on the court.
I think this is a dream of any dad who's got kids in sports. My son is now 13, and we play pickleball together sometimes.
Yeah.
And we wreck some people. We did get beat by 2 grandmas. Some of these grandmas. Alex, I'm not kidding. They play pickleball hard. I was like, do you guys play a lot?
It's the retirement sport.
Yeah, this lady goes, we play about every day for the last 3 years. I was like, holy cow. But it's super fun playing with your kid in a sport. Now,
it's living out a dream.
Yeah. So I cannot even imagine. I can't fathom LeBron playing with his son against, I don't know, the Suns or whatever. And they're on the court together. That's going to be cool. People can really poo-poo the contract, whatever. I don't care. It's a guaranteed contract.
Still a legendary situation.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes well.
It's going to go well either way. Even if they lose games, it's going to go well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the champs now, because Jason Tatum and the Celtics have reportedly agreed to a 5-year, $314 million Supermax extension. And this comes on the heels of the franchise's 18th NBA title, where Tatum led the team in points, rebounds, and assists per game in the finals. This deal is now the largest in NBA history, surpassing the extension Boston gave Jaylen Brown just last year. So, Boston, They paid everybody. They also paid Derek White this offseason. Mm-hmm. The band is back together, and they're looking to run it back. But I think the weirdest thing that kind of came out this week with the Boston Celtics is their majority owner announced that he's going to be selling his shares in the teams. You just won your 18th title. You just gave all of your guys their max deals. And then now you're out. And Jason Tatum was also reported saying that he was shocked about the timing in this situation, and he hopes that the culture and the ownership will maintain itself.
Tatum, she shouldn't be shocked. These guys are businessmen first, sports fans second. So they're going to look to cash out and get paid, right?
Yeah.
That's obvious. It's funny, the Tatum, I saw all these negative comments when I posted about Tatum on Instagram, and all these guys like, oh, he's not even a top 5 player. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Just won a
the market.
Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah.
He's up for a contract.
Yep.
He's going to get more than the last guy.
Timing.
He led, as you said, led the Celtics in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yes.
I thought he should have been MVP in the finals, whatever. First team All-NBA 3 years in a row, I think. For my money, Tatum is unequivocally a top 5 player in the league. I don't know how people can say he's 7, 8, 9, whatever. It's stunning to me that people continue to be negative about Tatum when I think he's just tremendous. Everything about this guy, I like.
They got the job done. Yeah. If you're going to get a max deal, it's 100% going to come after you win a championship.
Yeah.
He's a big reason that they got there.
It's funny. Everybody loves, like, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got a lot of money. God, can he get out of the second round first? Like, Tatum's done way more than that in his young career. I like Tatum, and I don't like anything Boston, as I continue to say repeatedly. Yeah.
All right, well, let's move to the W, because the WNBA All-Star team has been announced, and rookie sensations Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese headline the team. They are the only first-time All-Stars in the group. Fan voting for this year's game skyrocketed compared to last year. Clark finished with the most votes at just over 700,000, while last year's leading vote-getter, Aja Wilson, had less than 96,000. So, again,
hold on. Wait, repeat that.
So, Caitlin Clark finished with over 700,000 votes. The leading vote-getter last year was less than 96,000. So if that also doesn't amplify the Caitlin Clark effect, people who aren't believing in it are just haters.
Hold on, 700,000 versus 96 last year.
Top, yeah.
Oh my!
The leading vote-getter.
That is staggering.
Yeah, I mean, Caitlin and Angel Reese have they have.
Well, do we know what
to
Angel Reese got? How many votes or no?
I don't have that written down.
Interesting. They didn't leak that.
But the other interesting part is the All-Star team is going to be playing the U.S. Olympic team on the 20th, just before they head to Paris.
Oh.
So the All-Star team is playing the Olympic team.
But aren't there some who are on both?
Probably.
Okay.
So this will be interesting to see if Caitlin Clark goes off, obviously, because that was a big conversation that she got snubbed. But
I hope she does.
Also exciting to see the heated rivalry of Clark and Reese on the same team, right? Because that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, so you want full disclosure? I mean, I said this on my podcast a couple weeks ago. For the first time in my life, Alex, my life, I voted for the WNBA All-Star.
Good for you. I think
never
most people, though.
I've never done that before.
We're talking about WNBA in A blocks on national TV. That has never happened before Caitlin Clark. She is changing the game. She is the chosen one. And get on board or just stop being a hater.
It was
Enjoy
one of those.
The show.
I think some pop-up was vote on the WNBA All-Star. And I was like, wow. Okay, I'll do it. Now, I did vote for Angel Reese and Clark and Wilson, the star from Vegas. But I wanted to add, did you see... somebody just sent me the votes here. Okay, so Angel Reese got 382,000 votes, fifth highest total. Caitlin Clark obviously had 700, so not quite double Reese. Caitlin Clark's teammate, Aaliyah Boston, got the second highest votes. And
our team's getting all the eyeballs. I mean, they broke another record last night. The Aces and Fever game had...
I watched some of that.
Yeah. It was the most attended WNBA game since '99.
I mean, listen, this stuff's crazy.
She's selling out arenas.
Just a quick note. So recently, Caitlin Clark played Diana Taurasi.
Yes.
The Fever played whatever team Taurasi, Mercury maybe. And it was weird. I watched some of the game, and Caitlin Clark is getting standing ovations when she scores.
Yes.
The whole crowd in Phoenix.
Yes.
Diana Taurasi's hometown. And then it came out that one of these websites said it was the most watched game of Diana Taurasi's career. And she's the one who came out with a couple Caitlin Clark's going to get a wake-up call in the WNBA. These are professionals.
I mean, she did. She's getting double teamed. She's getting blocked.
She's second in
the call in terms of competition. But,
no doubt.
But she is the chosen one. She is the reason they're having chartered flights this year. That most of her games are nationally televised. She's selling out arenas. They're moving to bigger arenas just to be able to get more fans in because they're selling out like that.
And I totally get it. I get Diana Taurasi's a legend. There's no question. It's just funny that the little jabs and the tweaks that these people are taking at Clark are now coming back. Oh, Diana Taurasi. Never before have this many people watched a game you've played in, and it has nothing to do with you. It's all about that other girl on the other side of the court. That has to eat her up inside. That she's a six-time Olympian, and nothing she's done in her career can match what Caitlin Clark's done for the league right now. Sorry, Diana Taurasi. Great player, great career, no doubt. But
you have to give credit to the women before her who have created the game and the quality of the game that there is. But it does take that one person, that polarizing person, to do what Caitlin Clark has done. Okay. And she is that person. She is the chosen one.
But Alex, if the quality was that good, wouldn't people have been paying attention before now?
People like to watch and root for someone that they follow and see. And she became a sensation in college, right? First time ever, the Women's March Madness final had higher viewership than the men. Caitlin Clark. She is the reason that all of this is happening. And she carried that into the WNBA. There was a question if she could. And she 1,000% did.
Yeah. Taurasi was on some great UConn teams, stacked. Nobody cared. I'm sorry. Nobody cared. No audience. Now Caitlin Clark shows up. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, I'm going in. I know it's a little harsh. I got to appease my Caitlin Clark, the Hive. What do they call it? The Bay Hive. Beyonce has her crew. I just butchered that.
Yeah.
But Caitlin Clark has online. There's a lot of them.
She does.
Anyways, Alex Curry with the news.
Well, that's the news.